What's going on, guys? So I'm just getting ready to go to the gym. Well, by go to the gym and go into my garage to train, and I just want to kind of share with you and show you what I actually do with my pre-workout. So literally what I have is I go 12 and a half to 15 depending on, well, just depending on how much really comes out the scoop, to be honest. Then from there I have 3 grams of beta alanine, and then I have 2 scoops of this caffeine. Now, the thing is, with the scoop in the caffeine, I don't really know how many milligrams it is, so I tried 2, and with the 2, it doesn't really seem to affect me any more than a Rockstar, so it kind of gives me the same kind of feelings as a Rockstar, just makes me more awake and alert. So I have 2 things of that. With the beta alanine, actually, again, one of these scoops is 3 grams, but I thought that 1 scoop was 1.5 grams, so the first time I took it, I took 2 scoops, and literally was just couldn't stop scratching, just wanted to tear my skin off, and yeah, so don't make that mistake. Literally, if you're ever taking beta alanine, make sure you take the amount you're wanting to take. Don't double dose it, if you can say, because literally, like, the tingles and stuff is feel horrible, and I'm quite sensitive to tingles anyway. And the dextrose, I just have the 15 grams, well, 12 and a half grams, 15 grams, and that is what I do for my pre-workout. Literally, personally, it feels better to me than a Rockstar, and it saves so much money. So for example, I got the caffeine, the dextrose, for example, I got a kilo of dextrose, right, for $2.20. I got 250 grams of beta alanine for like £8, and I got like 100 grams of caffeine for like a £5. So literally, the dextrose will last me about 4 months, the beta alanine will last me about 3-4 months, and the caffeine will last me maybe about 3-4 months. So literally, I bought all this stuff that literally, actually, in my opinion, I feel much better and much more up for a workout than a Rockstar, and literally I'm saving like probably hundreds of pounds, literally hundreds of pounds. So if you don't have so much money to spare and you want to cut back a little bit, but you're still enjoying it, having an energy drink before you work out, then I would recommend dextrose, beta alanine and some caffeine, and literally you'll get all the same results and effects, if not even better, but it will save you hundreds and hundreds and hundreds worth of pounds. So yeah, so that is what I'm doing right now. Quickly want to say, update you as well, I'm actually planning on joining a gym, a local gym, for my GPP and assistance days, because, well, the GPP that Izzy wants me to do and that I need to be doing is like on like a resistance bike or some form of a resistance cardio and skipping. It is still optimal, but it isn't as optimal as something like that, and I don't have access to that. And as well, along with regards to the assistance exercises, so for example with the back, a back assistance exercise, you really want to take all lower back usage out of it, because obviously you want to save your lower back for when you're squatting and deadlifting. And then, so basically, the gym I have in there, as you obviously know, it's just totally bare bones, so I don't really have that great access for the GPP day. I could say, I mean, it's good and it will do, but it's not optimal in my opinion. And obviously, you know that powerlifting is literally my life, it's literally what I want to do, and everything I do is to totally 100% enhance powerlifting, as that is my #1 priority, as I literally am young, I'm only 19, don't have a girlfriend, don't have that many friends, so I literally don't have really many priorities apart from paying rent, food and working out. So yeah, and work obviously, but that allows me to do all other things. So I'm planning on joining a council gym over the next maybe month or so, as I feel it'll be a lot more optimal. Only problem is though that as it's a public council gym, I wouldn't be able to film in there, so that is the kind of only thing that I'm kind of not so sure on whether I should do it or not. I don't really want to go in and sneak film, as I'd rather just be honest. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't want to go in and pretend I'm not filming and sneak in filming, and then someone from there finds out that I have been filming, and then I get kicked out or whatever. As me in public gyms, we don't have the best track record in the world. So yeah, so that is what I'm planning on doing. I'm about to drink them. Actually, as well, with regards to how I take them, beta-alanine, I just take a scoop straight to the mouth, drink it with water. Dextrose, I just put 15 grams in some water, and the caffeine again I just take straight to the mouth. The beta-alanine, the caffeine taken straight to the mouth is disgusting to start off with, but as the kind of days that went on, I've got a little bit more used to it. So yeah, so that is what I'm doing today. Is squats, bench press, stiff leg deadlifts, stiff legged deadlifts, and then pardon me, close grip bench press. Working up to an RP 9 on the squat and bench press, and then an RP 8 repeat set on the stiff legged and the close grip bench press.
Would you ever forget anything you know? Take a chance to step outside.